All right, let's do it. I'm going to go live on Twitch. How I made Can We Be Friends? Sick. All right, keen for this one. Welcome. This is going to be the making of Can We Be Friends? And which is out now, which you can stream now, out everywhere. And yeah, super pumped to show you guys how I made it. There's a lot of tracks. There's a lot of tracks here. We've got, I don't even know how much in total, but 100 and I think it might be around 140, 150 tracks, which is pretty hectic, but we're going to get through it. Let's do that. Let's expand it. All right. I guess first things, am I clipping on this? Hang on. Let's check a little limiter on me. All right.
Can we be friends? Can we be friends?
If I ain't the one for ya,
I'll play a bit of the track.
I won't be mad at ya.
Start.
We're meant to be serious. It's love. This time I ain't letting go. Don't mean that I'm forgetting you, 'cause I ain't the one for ya. No. Losing our minds over all the good times. Don't wanna say goodbye, at least we tried. Salt in our eyes, I hate it when you cry. I just wanna call you tonight. I got your t-shirt on, it reminds me of us. All these hours of love, have we had enough? All these nights that we spend watching movies in bed, I could never forget. Can we be friends? Can we be friends?
So that's basically the track. Feel good, you know, a lot of plucks in that drop, a lot of guitars, but yeah, let's dive into it. So let's go straight, let's go intro vibes.
Can we be friends? Can we be friends?
It literally just starts off with the vocal, and I'm pretty sure I pitched.
Can we be friends?
So that's the initial vocal with like Little Altar Boy.
Can we be friends?
Formatted, a little bit of the drive up, and the next part,
Can we be friends?
just the be friends. I just put up 4 semitones,
Be friends?
so it wouldn't be.
Can we be friends? Be friends?
Actually, and the friends as well. So the be friends is up 4 semitones.
Can we be friends?
Can we be friends? I just liked that melody.
Can we be friends?
I've also got the vocal cut just filtered. And I'll dive more into how I made the vocal cut, but it is literally the vocal, spliced it up, and then played it on the keyboard, and literally just found the best notes. But that's also happening.
Can we be friends?
What else we got it going on? We got, and then obviously the guitars. So it does kind of a little swell. I didn't play these guitars. These guitars were done by Jeremy Drakeford. Does all my guitars, and he's an absolute boss. What tends to happen is we get in a session, I go to his house, kind of play him the production I've done to that point, and then we flesh out the guitars and the vibe and what we want from there. So there's a left and right for this main riff, and then there's just some effects like this is all stuff from Splice that I literally just get. I just find the key of the song, chuck it in, chop it up, see what works. I've had to freeze a lot of this stuff because my project can't handle it, but you got all these effects here, little alt boys on here. Just adding layers to make it as interesting as possible. So that's basically the verse.
If I ain't the one for ya, I won't be mad at ya. We're meant to be serious.
The verse is also so simple. Like it's literally just the guitars.
If I ain't the one for ya, I won't be mad at ya. We're meant to be serious.
But yeah, verse is super simple. You got guitars, you've got Soothe. I use Soothe a lot. It's a really cool plugin. Hey Chloe, thank you so much. So glad you love the song. I've seen you share the song and stream it, so thank you so much. That is awesome to see. Glad you really like it. So yeah, guitars. What else we got?
I won't be mad at ya.
With the vocal.
We're meant to be serious. It's love. This time I ain't letting go. Don't mean that I'm forgetting you, 'cause I ain't the one for ya. No.
There's really nothing else. Like,
we're meant to be serious.
there's a pad and there's keys, but it's so soft. Like, I don't even know if I even needed it in this section. And for some reason, I don't know if that's intentional or why, but I've got on the left side, but not the right side.
I ain't the one for ya. I won't be mad at ya.
Or I've got on the right side, but not the left side. You know what I mean? Like, this was off. I don't know, but that it wasn't important.
I ain't the one for ya. I won't be mad at ya. We're meant to be serious.
So yeah, that's basically for the verse.
This time I ain't
Moving
letting
into the
go.
pre.
Don't mean that I'm forgetting you, 'cause I ain't the one for ya.
And like, I know some people might be wondering, how'd you get the guitars so, like, they sound so clean, they sound so good. It's because they've been recorded really well, and they're in time and they're, you know, to the grid. And all I really do to my guitars, soothe, compression. I've got one knob filter on it. I've got it on a group, and it's literally just filtered. So at the start, it's filtered, and then it comes up, but it's still not full. So in the actual verse, it's still not full capacity. Like, I haven't opened it up completely. In the pre, I actually put it up a little bit more, just because we're going to a new section. I want to add those dynamics. And another awesome plugin for guitars is Cla Guitars. It just makes them brighter, makes it pop. I don't know how. Like, this plugin is just insane at how it just, I don't know, puts it in your face.
Losing our minds over all the good times.
So we come to the pre, where a little bit more starts to. I might talk about the vocals at the end as well, because there's a little bit going on with the vocals, but we'll talk about that at the end.
Losing our minds over all the good times. Don't wanna say.
But here with guitars, we have some more plucky, like, rhythmic elements coming in. And then we have a few more pads come in. Again, they're really subtle, the pads. They're not the main feature at all. It's just something just to fill out the sound spectrum. And then drums. Got the kick, and then we've got shakers and claps. It's pretty simple. The drums are really simple. Like, there's a few just like perky loops that I found, and then there's also some plucks that come in the pre. Again, you can't really hear them, but they're subtle enough to just, like, you feel it. They're just like bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. It's pretty subtle bass. The sub is following that pluck pattern of bum, 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 bum. Sub, I'm using Serum. No, know what patch it is. Classic sub, apparently. Classic sub, and then Trillion. I don't want to open Trillion because this will cook the project, but anything that just makes it feel like a real instrument, like it's got a little bit of organic feel to it, will work. Effects, a few like crashes and sweeps. That same kind of vocal, like, following all the way through. Pretty sure that's everything now. And then we go into the... And, like, just... There's just, like, subtle transitions going in. So, you know, there's just sweeps going into each new section. Like, I don't know if I had, like, what's this? It's probably mainly in the effects. Yeah, like... Just reverse sweeps, going into each new section, making it nice, and just making those transitions obvious. Like we're going into a new section.
T-shirt on, it reminds me of us. All these hours of love, have we had enough?
I might I don't know if I should mute the vocals or not. I might mute the vocals for a little bit, just so you guys can hear the actual music going on. Again, this is pretty guitar dominant. You've got just literally acoustic strums on the first beat of every bar. Just that for the floor clap. Clap. And then you've got the drum build. And then you've got the plucks also really starting to introduce themselves now. So, bum 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 bum. Build up. Maybe friends. So let's get into we can get into the drop. There isn't much more that happens in the build. You've got like a held bass, droney bass. And what else? You've got... That's about it. Hang on, I'm just going to adjust my mic. Yeah, so... Yeah, some effects, crowd effects, you know, rises, the plucks start to come in, the drums, the guitar, you've got the strums, but then you've also got that another melody. Got the thirds coming halfway through. And then I guess the big one in the drop, we can start with a vocal cut. So it's pretty like, just kind of worked. Like it just worked for this. You can actually see the notes it's hitting. So it's hitting that section, and, you know, Little altar boy. Oh, is it got no little altar boy? What's it got? Manipulator. Oh, okay.
Can we be friends?
So it's using the part of the using our lives on all the times don't want to say goodbye. It's using the pre. So I've pitched it up.
Can we be friends?
Like sidechain, you know, bit of reverb. It's kind of just, and then just literally drew the notes in.
Can we be friends?
Even that like you can't really hear, but that's when the hook of
Can we be friends?
it's yeah, like it sounds horrible on its own, that but like with everything it just works. So yeah, that's the vocal cut. And then the main guitars are
Can we be friends?
main guitars are these. Actually reminded me in the session of there's nothing holding me back. Bum 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 bum. But they worked. They add like another rhythmic element to it. And let's go drums. I mean drums. It's pretty simple. Actually really not a lot going on drums wise. Like compared to my other tracks, this is really simple drum, you know. Super simple. Probably the more of the main focus, probably these plucks. There's how many plucks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plucks. And then last drop, there's 7. So it's a lot of layers. Again, I really want to show you guys the actual plugins, but I mean, you can see here, this is Serum. Let's go the this is the main pluck anyway, so I'll show you guys the main one. Serum. Mallet, there you go. Mallet, Dream, Balafon. There's a little bit of processing again. This is a cool plugin, magnetic. It really see you, Chloe. Thanks for tuning in. It brightens up the highs. Like it's a really great plugin to get the brightness out of sounds. Got there's not much happening in the bass. You've got this sub, you've got like a mid bass, and then like effects. Like it's pretty. White noise going throughout. Just fills out that frequency spectrum. And yeah, with the vocals.
Can we be friends?
And then I also added that "Can we be friends?" again in the drop. Just felt like it needed something else interesting. In that section.
I love the way you are. I still got the time for you. I love the way you are. I love the way.
And then we go into second verse.
I love the way you are. I still got the time for you. I'll never be far from you. Nah.
Second verse, you've got the strums that are coming in straight away. Drums.
I love the way you are.
Drums are coming in
I
straight
still
away.
got the time for you. I'll never be far from you. No.
Like a clock that like acts as like a hi-hat.
I love the. I still got the time for you. I'll never be far from you. No.
Just other
Closer
random.
to.
Because this song actually started in a session with Liam Quinn. I'm from Melbourne, but I went up to Sydney, did a writing camp. Song started with Liam, and the production entirely changed, but there were a few stems that I kept in because I really liked the atmosphere and the melodies that he. So.
At least we try. In our minds over all the good times. Don't wanna say goodbye. At least we tried.
So there's a few like jump, jump, jump. Like that's a cool staccato strings, pizzicato strings.
In our minds over all the good times. Don't wanna say
Got all these plucks. Like guitars are really strong now in that second half. Like guitars dominate this track. Even the second half of that, you've got more guitar stems, which
in our eyes.
you got stems which are from the bridge that I've put in the second half of the second pre to just give another element of interest. Like every time the song was progressing, it's just got to be something. There's just got to be something new that keeps the listener wanting to listen. Like,
Can we be friends?
at the start of the second verse, we had the kick come straight in and we're straight into it. Whereas first verse, no kick. Just simple things like that.
Can we try?
everything's the same.
I got your t-shirt on. It reminds me of us. All these hours of love. Have we had enough?
Okay, so the only thing that's different is these guitars, which I will explain in the last drop. I filter them in the second build-up. Again, just anticipating that last drop.
Movies in bed, I could never.
So it's so subtle, like you can barely hear
Movies
it.
in bed, I could never forget. Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Losing our minds over all the.
And then bridge is where some fun vocal things start to happen.
Losing our minds. Losing our minds over all the good times.
So you've got a lot of that atmosphere stuff that I was explaining at the start.
Losing our minds. Tried. Salt in our eyes. I hate it when you cry.
Cool thing I love about the bridge is the guitars that come in halfway through. It's like those reminds me of we could just run them red lights. Ding ding ding.
Salt in our eyes.
By Tiesto. That's like just reminds me of that song. But yeah, they're another that's another guitar stem I do. Well, that Jeremy did. I didn't play the guitar, but we did it in the session. But again, what I want to say about the guitars is there's always a left and right. Like there's never really just one stem. Unless I want a dead center. But generally, to make them wider and to make them get that stereo width, we always do two stems left and right. And
Salt in our eyes. I hate it when you cry. I just wanna call you tonight. I got your t-shirt on. It reminds me.
so last drop, everything's in.
T-shirt on.
All the guitar stems are in. You've got
T-shirt on. It reminds me of us. All these hours of love. Have we had enough? All these nights that we spent watching movies in bed.
all these guitar stems are sidechained as well. Like everything is sidechained. Everything will have kickstart on it. Like there's nothing that probably won't.
T-shirt on. It. Can we be?
Then the only difference with the last drop is we've got these extra guitars, which I was saying before that we teased in the second build up.
Can we be friends?
So they're like that just takes it to another place. Like
Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we be friends?
And in terms of vocals, there's
Can we be friends? Can we be?
there's
Can we be friends?
so there's ad-libs going on. There's doubles. So you got the lead, you got your double left, double right.
Can we be friends?
So you got those ad-libs. And then
T-shirt.
every chorus, you've got these gang vocals. So
T-shirt on. It reminds me of us. All these hours of love. Had we had enough?
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stems of that. And that was Alius. Alius recorded all them with the singer Lisa. He sent them to me and just gives it that big, I don't know, anthem-y chorus, which is what the song was leaning into.
Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we be friends?
Yep, another ad-lib. And then, there's just reverb. Reverb sends.
Can we be friends? Have we had enough? All these nights that we spent.
So that's just the gang vocals and vocals with reverb, just bounced out separately, just the reverb. And then that's kind of it, really. They're the main elements of the track.
Can we be friends? Can we be friends?
I don't know if I've missed anything, but that's the main. They're the main kind of components. So, I mean, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Hope you learned a thing or two. Sorry if I didn't really dive into plugins and that side of things, but if you're watching this on Twitch, or you rewatch this on Twitch, feel free to DM me any questions about mixing. This isn't the final mix. I then send this off to a mixing engineer and they mix it and put all the extra sauce on it. So I don't do the final mix for my tracks. I like to get it mixed externally, just to, it just takes it to the level and standard, and it's just someone else to look at the project, clean things up that I would have missed because I've heard the track so many times. So and if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to comment below and let me know anything you learned, anything that you want to know more of. I'll answer all comments. So that is Can We Be Friends with myself and Alius. It's out now everywhere. You can check it out. Hope you enjoy the tutorial. And I'll jump on Twitch, be doing more Twitch streams, more music stuff, making music projects from scratch, that kind of thing, soon. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.